Yeah, sure does look real. Oh, hell no. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Brookster Watches. Today I do have a great big spooky, scary, and mysterious compilation for you guys. So today's going to be a little bit different actually. We're going to be starting on Instagram. So our very first one from Instagram comes from Thinkverse, and it says, "Oh hell no, that ain't no cat." Now that's my line, but let's continue.
Oh yeah, I see her. Come here, little kitty. Come here, little kitty. Stop! Is that a cat?
No, my brother, that is not a cat at all. Oh, you better run out of there, friend. No. That's not a kitty. Watch it stand up. Bam. I'm out. Okay, guys, so our next one right here is by Gates ASM 84. And it says a photographer freezes as an upright dogman is spotted watching from an Iowa field at dusk. Oh my. I'm speechless right now. Locals say this creature has been watching for decades. New photos just surfaced. Okay. Now, that's pretty darn scary if it's not the dreaded A word that we all know and do not love lately. But, yeah. Sure does look real. I don't know, guys. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, why not just take a video at this point? You know? Heck, maybe there is a video out there. I have no idea. Y'all, that's pretty darn scary if this is real. What do you guys think about it? Definitely let me know in the comments. And especially if you have any more details on this particular Dogman sighting in Iowa. Okay. So our next one right here is by Meme Cosmic X or IG I don't know. Okay, so it says, "Bro said fear is optional." Now this is going to be considered nature you are scary. I don't believe my eyes right now. Like, yeah, bro really did say fear is definitely optional at this point because there ain't no way in hell I'd be going through a river of gators. That was a lot of gators. Nature, you are scary. Okay, so this one right here is by Midnight Entertainment. And it says, "I'm never going in the basement again." Again, this is another nature you are scary. Hello? Yeah. That snake can have the basement. Oh no, kitty, get away. What in the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets is this? Oh, hell no. I've already said that so much already. There's only been, what, like 3 or 4 videos in? This is already getting ridiculous. Even with the nature. Nah, Nah, he can have the whole basement. Kitties, both them kitties. Yeah, we packing up. We leaving. The whole house is his now. Okay. Okay, guys. So this one right here is by Samp Alley N0418. Okay. And apparently this is some kind of, you have to look really close because it's some kind of ghostly figure that pops up behind this piece of furniture. So yeah, let's just give it a watch. Right here. Oh, Lord. So, oh, you could see it before he even... Like, right here. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm sorry. I have to keep watching this to actually see. I really want to like brighten it and edit it as like in editing as much as I can. Yeah, pops up right there to see what it actually is. Like if they're just hoaxing us or what. But that is scary. Hell no. Okay, guys, so this next one right here is by Only Paranormal Videos, and it says she captured a shadow figure trying to grab her dog. Oh no.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh. Watch. You see it try to grab it?
What the fuck?
Nope.
What the fuck?
Mm-mm. You try to grab my dog and you gonna see Psycho. Just saying. Okay, so this next one right here is by Scary Encounter. And it says he thought it was all in his mind until this showed up on camera. Now, the background story on this, it's a little sensitive, so I'm sorry. This man supposedly has schizophrenia, okay, the one that's filming. And you can hear him like talking to himself or with someone he sees. And it turns out it might not be in his mind. So let's just go ahead and give it a watch.
No, 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 no. Quit it. Stop bringing that up. Stop saying that. You always wait till now to say that. Bro. Alexa, light on. You always say the same thing.
Yeah. Call an exorcist right away, buddy, because that was real, what you were seeing. And why you gotta pick on a schizophrenic person anyway? Ghosts, demons. Some people said in the comments that it could be his demons, like, bothering him, but Lord, that is crazy. Ooh, freaky. Okay, so here is another one by Scary Encounter. It says a family captures a terrifying demonic creature on camera.
Oh, my bloody door. What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh. Kaylee?
Yeah?
Grab your phone and film and go to the back bedroom. I'm pretty sure someone's just climbed on the roof.
On the roof? Okay. Oh my god! What is that?
Full body chills, bro. There ain't no way in hell I'd be staying there tonight. No, thank you. Nah. Another exorcist definitely needs to be called. Okay, so this one was posted by Strange Spotting, one of my favorites. It says, the only info I have on this clip is that it was taken by a ranger conducting a survey in a remote area. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give it a watch. It's supposedly a pale crawler. This could be a well-organized hoax, but why go through the hassle of dressing up? That's just my 2 cents, of course, but what do you think? Is this a person in a costume or a real pale crawler? Pale crawlers are so creepy. I wonder who the OP of this is. Did it say? Hold on. I think that is a genuine pale crawler for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see on the actual video where it says who the OP is. That is crazy. If y'all know who the OP is on this, you know what I do. I'll tag it or I'll edit it in my little comment section. This was by so-and-so. But yeah, that is crazy. That's a really creepy catch. So yeah, I don't think that's somebody in a costume. Now, this one right here is by Cool Pitches. And it's about what our body does when we sleep, I think. I could be wrong about that, but let's give it a watch.
Your body violently jerks awake like you just fell off a cliff. Scientists call it a hypnic jerk, and it happens because your brain thinks you're dying. As you drift off, your muscles relax so fast that your primitive brainstem misinterprets it as falling because your heart rate drops fast and your breathing slows. So your ancient survival system kicks in, flooding your body with adrenaline to wake you up. This is an evolutionary glitch from when our ancestors used to fall asleep in trees, literally. Falling asleep means falling to your end. The ones who jerked awake survived and passed on this habit, and now you're stuck with a false alarm that thinks your bed is up in a 100-foot tall tree. What's even stranger is that most people experience this, but our brain erases the memory within seconds. So you've probably had thousands of these moments of pure panic that you just immediately forgot. So maybe right now, or whenever you're about to fall asleep tonight, your body might run a test just to make sure you're not dying. And when it does, remember to say a little thank you to your ancestors. When you're falling asleep and suddenly your body violently jerks awake like you just fell.
Y'all, I did not know that. That is a good tidbit of information. Thank you for that. That's insane. That brings me to today's video sponsor, Manta Sleep. Manta Sleep is a company that aims to improve everyone's life through better sleep. Manta offers various different sleep masks, just like this one right here, for the best sleep you will ever receive, guys. I'm telling you right now, it is made of the best quality ever. The eye cups give room for your eyes, your eyelashes, nothing's touching your eyes. And whoa, when I put this on, even with my studio lights blaring down on me like this, it's pitch black. The quality of the fabric just feels amazing on my skin. Like, I seriously could just go to sleep right now. It is adjustable. This one right here is actually my favorite. It's got the Bluetooth speakers inside of it, so you can listen to your favorite podcast, your audiobook, or even white noise as you go to sleep. Now, speaking of white noise, they also have a white noise machine that comes with a handy dandy remote. You hear that? You're gonna get the best sleep of your life when you listen to this. It actually blocks out all noise, okay? And all you hear is this, well, what I hear is an ocean blowing in the background, but it is amazing. I use them every night since I got them. And not to mention, these masks are great for side sleepers. And if you're traveling, like on an airplane, you see that I have some makeup on right now, so it doesn't even mess up your makeup or the woofy eyebrows. Manta also has a movement called Pro Nap, which I am very fond of because I love my naps. So do yourself a favor right now, go ahead and order your sleep mask or your sleep aids, and you can actually get 10% off of your purchase. If you put in the code Brookster, that link is actually available down below in the description box. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, guys, so we have actually meandered our way on over to YouTube. And this one right here, I can't remember who sent me this. Somebody sent me this, and I cannot remember. I've had it in this playlist for a while now, and I'm just now getting to show it. All right, so I'm going to show you. This is a pretty long video, all right? It's by Weekly Terror, but I'm going to show you the thing that was actually captured purportedly on camera. Sorry, I just hit the mic. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give it a watch. This. Now, as we can all tell, it's a freaking Bigfoot.
This might be the clearest Bigfoot footage anyone's ever captured on camera, and the story behind how it surfaced is going to keep you up at night. I'm talking about a 10-second trail camera clip that shows a Bigfoot standing in thick Michigan forest, staring directly into the lens like it knows exactly what it's looking at. Then it just steps away into the shadows. No sudden movements, no panic, just calm and deliberate, like it's done this 1,000 times before. What makes this different from every other supposed Bigfoot sighting is the quality. We're not talking about a blurry blob filmed from half a mile away on someone's ancient camcorder. This is modern trail camera footage with decent resolution, and you can actually see details. The proportions, the way it moves, the expression on its face before it turns away. Everything about this footage feels wrong in a way that makes your skin crawl because it looks too real to dismiss but too impossible to accept.
Now, going back to it, it kind of does look like it's blinking weird, but I'm wondering if that's because he's got it in slow motion. Because it kind of does look like it's in slow motion, like when he's blinking and stuff. But I don't know, guys. Could it be the dreaded A word? I don't know. But yes, this is definitely, I would say, the most compelling Bigfoot evidence ever captured, if it is real. But as always, I'm going to leave it up for y'all to decide. What do you think? Let me know. Okay, guys, so y'all wanted me to finish this ranger story. All right. Well, I'm not going to sit here and go through listen to the whole thing, okay? Because what it basically tells us now, these images have to be not truth, because at the end, he says that the footage was taken away, okay, and hidden. So I fear that these are just, he's just telling a story, and these are the images that he's putting along with it, made by the dreaded A word, okay? That's just what I've come to my conclusion. Now, with the story, you know, I could see being 100% real, because there are too many sightings. It's a very compelling story. So please, I put the link in the description box below. I even put it in my last video from what we saw of these images, okay? So go ahead and go and listen to the story, but I'm just going to tell you a little forewarning that this footage, apparently the real footage, was never released, okay? So that was a bummer to me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna, you know, waste my time listening to this whole thing because it's so long. If it was a shorter story, then maybe, but we're here to watch things on camera, caught on camera. We'll listen to some stories a little bit, but not very long ones like this. But it is a compelling story. If you want to go see it, like I said, in my description box, I always post the links to YouTube, okay? It's like to my YouTube videos I show on here for reference. So yeah, go check that out. But at the end of it, he does say that the footage was not released, okay? So again, bear that in mind. And I'm sorry, I'm not going through the whole thing, but I feel like we have so much more to actually see caught on camera. You know what I'm saying? I hope you do. Okay, guys, so we have hop, skipped, and jumped our way to TikTok. This is where we're going to end things, all right? It's quite strange because usually we begin with TikTok, but things are a little different in this episode. Now, this one's by For Your Entertainment 416. So let's give it a watch. People are saying this is an Australian drop bear in the comments. To me, it definitely looks like a spider. Or, I don't know, some kind of cryptid for sure. I mean, could it be explainable? Possibly, but yeah, that's still pretty freaky. It's got, like, tarantula legs and claws. I don't know, it's making a lot of damn noise, too. Yeah, and that's right over the shower. No, thank you. No. Yeah, no. Okay, so this one is a short little story by N.J. Castle. And it says, in Washington State here, and I keep getting them randomly in my house. I thought I was going crazy. WTF is going on? Oh, okay. So I remember what this one was about. It's about like seeing light forms and shadow beings in the corners of your eyes. And no, you're not crazy. I actually seen one the other day, and I thought it was like a car passing through, but it was like too low on my love seat, like not my couch that I was sitting on in my last video, but it was my love seat. And it looked like, you know how like the headlights of cars will shine like on the walls through the windows and stuff like that. Well, this, my friends, that was not it, because it was not facing a window. It's got its back to the window. The love seat does. So it freaked me out. I seen like a for real like light go across that love seat, and I was like, what in the hell? So I thought this was interesting.
People are reporting that they're getting these flashes of light going through their living rooms, just in their houses in general. A couple people are also seeing blue flashes of light. I'll post a picture here of a girl who put this in my comment section. It was her light flashing in her light bulb. It was flashing blue, but it was only flashing the one side of her light fixture. It's insane. It looks like balls of lightning, or just this Louisiana. I've seen people in Ohio, now Washington State. This is unreal. I'm gonna do a galactic update this week. People are talking about they're also feeling drained, like they just can't do a fucking thing. Like they feel extremely overwhelmed and tired. They're sleeping more, which we were saying either you're sleeping more or you're sleeping less. So you're up all night, but then during the day you want to sleep. It's like your whole pattern has reversed. People still can't eat. I've been keeping up on that because I want to know, when does it start to dwindle down? And does that mean anything? Does that mean that the war is ending? But we don't know. We don't know. It just goes from one symptom people are feeling to the next fucking symptom. So now it's lightning flashes and orbs following people. So this is just the next sequence. Let me know what else y'all are feeling and where you're at. Tell me your state at least. You don't have to tell me what city you're in.
So, yeah, I thought that was really strange because I seen this video after I seen that flash of light. And she's talking about like this galactic, or what I call spiritual warfare. I think it's spiritual in nature, honestly. Like, I think there's always been wars going on in the spirit, but here lately, I feel like spiritual warfare has really, really amped up. Okay? Like, in all seriousness, like, people need to get right with Jesus. Like, you know, it's really weird what's happening. You know, I feel like, you know, you really need to be on the right side of things. I'm not telling you what to do. You know, that's not in my nature to do that. But, you know, that's just, I believe in Jesus. I believe he is my Lord and Savior. And that's all I'll say about that. But there's no way, I'm not forcing anything on you. Okay. I'm just saying, at least, you know, what I say, mind your business, drink your water, do good as possible. You know, just keep yourself minding your business and pray. You know, do what you can to help people, you know, within your limits. And yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know what else to say about that, but that's just what, you know, my take on it, because there's definitely spiritual warfare going on, for sure. I can feel it. I'm sure you can too. All right, so another little short paranormal story. Okay, I love these short paranormal stories because, like, I don't know, I just believe these people because of what I said in the last clip, spiritual warfare going on. I feel like it's ramping up, so let's give it a listen. It's by Sunny Marie 333.
Haunted, and I've been wanting to get on here and talk about it, but I am so scared, y'all. It's terrifying. But today I was at the laundromat and I ran into this elderly woman who was having a hard time getting around, so I offered to carry her stuff in for her. My daughter and I grabbed it, and I told her I'd be back. I had to run to the store, and when I came back to get the rest of my clothes, if she needed anything, I would help her. So I get back, I fold up my laundry, I'm getting ready to go, and I introduce myself to her and say hello and ask her if she needs anything else. And she goes, "Do you live in the area?" And I was like, "Yeah, I live in so-and-so," which is about 10 minutes from there because I live in the country, so not everything's walking distance. And she goes, "Oh, I used to live there in the haunted mansion." Now, my house is very, very specific. If you said that and you were talking about this area, everybody would know which house it is. My house is the only one on the block that looks like this. And I want to talk about it so bad, but it gets mad when I talk about it. And I live right off the Appalachian Mountain. Like, the Appalachian Mountain is my backyard. I'm so, like, I want to share, and I think I'm going to now, because this is just so cool. This is crazy. That elderly woman told me she lived here twice. She rented from here twice. And in 1976 was the first time she rented from here, and it was haunted then. I think I'm gonna start telling my story, because the fact that I even ran into her just tells me that the universe will always cross us where it's needed, for sure. So my house is haunted.
Yeah, another pure example of spiritual warfare going on. It gets mad when you talk about it. Yeah, that ain't right. That's a very demonic, in my opinion. And we definitely need the story. Okay, girl. Are you outside because you're scared of going inside to talk about it? Like that would be a problem for me, you know. I don't like that. I feel like you need to call a priest immediately, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Okay, guys, so our next one right here is by Charge Nar Binks. I hope I said that correctly. If not, I am so sorry. It says, seriously, what is that?
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that? Today. Oh my god.
Now, speaking of things that flash by and go by, now that wasn't no dang shadow. If it was that's a huge shadow. And what the hell reflected that shadow or cast that shadow? If it is one, but the light, like it went by in the light, y'all. I think the veil is officially thin. Like it's very, very thin at the moment, and that's terrifying. That is creepy. It reminds me of a Dementor in Harry Potter. I don't know, there's a lot of Harry Potter references in this today, but yeah. I mean, it just swooshes on by. Y'all, if that's a shadow of something even, I don't even want to see the thing that's casting the shadow. Okay, guys, so this one right here is by painteddesertranch.us, and it says scariest Bigfoot encounters caught while hiking. Scary compilation. All right, part 3.
Counter recorded on a trail cam. Case number 4 on October 14th, 2025. A big game hunter was scouting deep in the wild forests near Nordegg, Alberta. The day was quiet, the air cold, and the trees stood still. While moving through the woods, he found something strange. A large structure made from twisted limbs and branches, built high and tight like a shelter. It didn't look natural. He was curious, so he decided to set up a trail camera facing the structure. He went back to camp before nightfall, thinking it was nothing more than an old animal nest. Hours later, as darkness settled over the forest, his phone buzzed with an alert. The trail cam had recorded movement.
What?
The image came through blurry at first, then clear enough to see a massive figure standing near the branch structure. It was tall, broad, and covered in dark hair from head to toe. The figure's shape was unmistakable, not a bear, not a person. Its eyes seemed to reflect the light, glowing faintly as it stared directly into the camera.
I don't see the eyes. Do y'all? To me, that could be somebody in a ghillie suit. But I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong about that. That's creepy. I don't know, guys. What do you think about that? Do you think that was real or just like somebody in a ghillie suit, a hoax, a fur coat? I don't know. Let me know. Okay, so this one right here is by Observer of Anoma. And this is about, y'all may have experienced this before too. Like, I consider this paranormal, supernatural, whatever, spiritual even, when you hear your name. Now, I've heard my name being spoken like in a whisper, like telling me to like wake up, get up. And usually it's like because something is happening, like something weird around the house. I don't know, but I coincided with this
And all of a
story so
sudden I
much.
hear somebody come up behind me and say, "Hey, Deb." And I pull my earbud out, turn around thinking I'm going to see a neighbor and have a conversation with them, right? Because I don't hear voices. I'm not prone to things like that. You know what I mean? There was somebody behind me. So I took my earbud out, turned around, and there was no one there. And I said, "Hello," because I thought maybe somebody had like dipped behind a bush or something and was pranking me. And as soon as I said hello, he just started talking. And it was like he was talking right in my ear. And I had my earbud in my hand, so it wasn't that. And he said, "Did you know that where I'm from, you look like a little ball of white light bouncing around in the dark?" He said, "You're nice and bright, and I see you." He says, and he said, "But that's the only way that I can see you from here. And then when you see me from where you're at, I'm just a little ball of white light bouncing around in the dark." He said, "But where I am, I actually look just like you." So I said, and it shocked me at first. And then I thought, okay, have you met me? I mean, this is not the first weird experience I've ever had. So I stood there for a minute and I said, "Well, are you dead?" Because I was already into paranormal investigations at that point. And my paranormal investigation friends call me the antenna because I get the best EVPs, right? So I said to him, I said, "Well, are you dead?" Because that doesn't scare me. And he kind of laughed and he said, "No, I'm as alive as you." And all of a sudden I hear somebody come up behind me.
Y'all, and also, like, be careful with that kind of stuff, too. Like, talking in these paranormal devices and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of like a Ouija board to me. Like, what can come through, okay? Just because it was being nice doesn't mean it is actually nice, okay? It could be just trying to win your affections over to get in, saying, "Oh, you look like a little ball of white light, like, be my friend." No, sometimes they can be a lot more sinister than that, and they're in disguise, okay? Just like people can be. All right, this one's a little strange and out there, but I thought it was pretty interesting. And it's about time travel, okay? It's by usanews.phase. It says, this man claims he's trapped in France in the year 2055.
This guy claims he's stuck in France in the year 2055 and can't find a way back. And everything he shows in his videos looks disturbingly unreal. For several years now, he's been posting clips that depict a future completely devoid of people. The footage shows empty streets and total silence. The roads are deserted, yet vending machines and terminals are still working, as if the country itself still exists, but its population has completely vanished. In some videos, he walks into stores and shows shelves full of video games made for the PlayStation 7. Even more unsettling, every single game on display is designed for that console, a system that doesn't even exist in our time. One detail in particular really alarmed viewers. A nearly empty vending machine with just one bottle left inside. The date on it is clearly visible, April 2055. According to him, it's a drink that hasn't even been released yet in our present day. Even more disturbing is the moment when he enters the Louvre and films the Mona Lisa from up close. The room is completely empty. No guards, no tourists, as if time itself has frozen. He does the same with the Eiffel Tower, showing it surrounded by absolute silence and emptiness. What makes the story even more unsettling is the fact that he started posting these videos long before the explosion of AI and modern visual tools. This guy claims he's stuck in France in the year
So I'm just wondering how that's crazy. Like, that is either the best hoax in the world, okay? Or maybe it's real. Some people are asking, well, how can he post in the year 2055, but yet it's coming to the year 2026? I found myself asking the same question, like, but somebody explained it in the comments. Someone says, we have a theory that electronic transmissions are not bound to the normal progression of time. In other words, if a cell phone was carried to another time, it could theoretically still have a signal. As someone who works in networking, your phone and the server that you're connecting to have to have the same date and time, otherwise it won't work together. So what do you think? Like, do you think it's just all a great big hoax, or do you think it's real? Let me know. So this one right here is by Dopey7171, and it's the truth about giant trees. Now, this goes along with, if you've read the book of Enoch, and he just describes what these could be, considering that book, okay?
The Book of Enoch tells us exactly what happened to the giant trees that were cut down. It mentions how the angels of God labored or cut down the trees in order to prevent the Nephilim giants from climbing up to survive the flood. We've been born with sight, but our eyes have become blind. They told you this is just pareidolia, that your mind is playing tricks on you. Well, your eyes have become traitors over time. So you do enough research and you come to realize that the majority of science is in fact pseudoscience to fit a narrative. We should know by now that many plateaus and mountains aren't rock formations, but the stumps of these giant trees that were cut down. And if you look closely at a lot of them, you'll see tree rings. Put the tree ring under a microscope and you will see geometric patterns of a hexagon. Take plant stems and you'll also see that each individual fiber is hexagonal in shape. This is what allows the trees to grow upwards into big beautiful trees that reach the sky. Now what's funny is scientists, or the dark Kabbalah priest, tell us that this was made from lava. Since when does lava or magma cool down and make geometric shapes? Let's take a look at Devil's Tower. Again, they tell us that this was formed by igneous lava. Here we see climbers on individual hexagonal towers. The stems of Devil's Tower bend into the base of the ground just like a tree. We see examples of these cut down trees all throughout the world, and Enoch says that there were 200 of them. Now there's always connections within the Bible that point to the book of Enoch so we can get more details. Just like in Genesis it tells us that there were giants in the earth in those days, there's other verses that tell us all about these trees. Daniel chapter 4 verse 10, pay attention. I saw a large tree in the middle of the earth. The tree grew very tall and strong, reaching high into the heavens for all the world to see. I saw a messenger, a holy one, coming down from heaven, and he shouted, "Cut down the tree and lop off its branches, but leave the stump and the roots in the ground, so that everyone may know that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of the world." So even the Bible tells us not only who cut these tree stumps down, but why they were left there, to show the power and destruction of God and his angels. Now mud fossils. Are these really petrified giants? Well, in Enoch 16:1 it says, "As to the death of the giants, wherever their spirits depart from their bodies, let their flesh, which is perishable, be without judgment." So judgment of the flesh is to rot and go away, to decompose. But without judgment is to not decompose. So we have to think about, how could these giants be petrified? Well, what plays a major role in petrification? Water. And what happened after the trees were cut down? The Great Flood. A legend across every culture in the world. There's a reason that Enoch, along with many other books, have been removed from the modern Bible. These books painted a far too accurate description of not only our realm and where we live, but the history behind it. You can keep believing that this is all just coincidence, keep believing that you're on a spinning water marble heading nowhere, and evolution is real, that you're a cosmic accident, or you can do a little bit of research, find the truth, and find out that there is a creator who made this amazing realm, and that you were created for a purpose. The Book of Enoch tells us exactly what happened.
Y'all, that blew my mind. Like, I am locked into this kind of stuff because I honestly believe it. I mean, the proof is right there. It says it right there in the Bible. I mean, those are tree stumps. Very large, I mean, that just makes sense because of Noah, like, building the ark. He probably could build the ark in one of the dang trees. Just you scoop it out and there you go. You have a boat. I don't know, guys. Like, it's bewildering, but I believe this kind of stuff to be true because the scientific evidence is there. I don't think lava does, I'm no scientist. Let's just state facts right now. I'm no scientist, so I don't think lava would form like that either. I mean, to me, that's just a no-brainer, but what do you guys think? Definitely let me know your thoughts on this. Well, everyone, what did you think about today's creepy and mysterious compilation of videos? Let me know in the comments. I just want to thank today's sponsor, Manta Sleep. They have given me such a good night's rest ever since I started using their sleep mask and their white noise machine. So thank you so much. And if y'all want your Manta Sleep, make sure to check it out in the description box below. It's going to be the very first link you see to get 10% off. Okay, guys? So if you want to send me anything spooky, scary, or mysterious, just like these videos, you can tag me on any social media or you can email me. Okay, I'll throw my email up there for you guys. And I just want to give a shout out to all of the members of the channel. Guys, thank you so much for what you do. You really do help this channel so much more than you know. And guys, don't forget to check out the merch. There's always a sale going on for 20% off your entire purchase when you put in the discount code WOLFPACK at the end. Or if you spend over $100, you can get free shipping. And WOLFPACK, remember, keep your head up, keep your paws up, stay strong, keep going, and make sure you stay tuned to the very next episode. And until then, guys, bye!